What's up, AKA Powders? Welcome back for some of that 9 o'clock fire. I know previously I promised these videos only Monday through Friday, but I had a little bit of a pause. Been busy. And AKA, I just felt like this topic right here, we have to discuss it. It's probably going to get no views. It's probably going to get no comments, no anything. But if you're catching this, show it around. Because I want to know, did we miss a unifying moment? Geek culture, comic book movie culture, pop culture. It's at an all-time low. We don't have unifying conversations anymore. It's either you love the Acolyte or you don't. You like the MCU or you don't. You think things are woke or you don't. It dismisses when things really aren't done well. And it takes away what is truly critical about looking at. Meaning, you cannot like the Acolyte. You can hate the Acolyte. I get it. But you have to say the Acolyte corrected a little bit of the Force problem that we got with Star Wars Episode 1 of FANDOM Menace, the midi-chlorians. Introducing another aspect into the Force that we saw in Ahsoka, and Acolyte. That's interesting. And that's a lot of what Star Wars lore was built on. You would take like a nugget from this comic, a nugget from this novel, a nugget from this video game, and you would just cobble them together. And yeah, you would be able to kind of have a little bit of a mosaic of what the lore was. It's something very similar with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, to where when we got into Phase 4, we magically forgot that Captain America, the First Avenger, the Thor movie, they kind of stumbled, not really excitable. Captain America, franchise-wise, really didn't hit until Avengers, and then Winter Soldier. Everyone showed up for Civil War. People kind of forget the past. Nobody wants to discuss Paul Rudd or the amazing disappointment of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Even though I love that movie, a lot of people saw that as a disappointment. But we want to act like Marvel Phase 4 did nothing but stumble, and Marvel Phases 1 through 3 did stumble. And now we have Agatha All Along, or whatever the heck that show is called. You're supposed to hate it, right? But the unifying moment, and this was what we saw on comic book shelves for so long. We read these in the editorials, we read it in the Comics Journal, we read it in Wizard Magazine, was Marvel versus DC. And in the last 2 weeks, we've had DC drop the Penguin, and we had Marvel drop Agatha All Along. 2 weekly head-to-head shows. How amazing is that? And why can't we get back to the idea that there should be a rivalry on the comic book stands? Everyone's just consumed with these turnkey ideas, with these turnkey comments, with you're told to hate something, you're told to trash it, and then you repeat, then it's repeat and rinse, repeat. It's like that Brock Lesnar, like suplex, repeat, suplex. Those are great t-shirts. The Suplex City era Brock Lesnar. But no, AKA Powders, this really should be a unifying moment. We should be watching both of these shows, and we should just be able to discuss the shows, not pre-hate things. And the idea, too, that we're not pumped about the Penguin, which is beyond me, because we're getting a version of the Penguin that we get to see built from the ground up. That's exciting. It's not a movie. This is long form storytelling. We're getting Colin Farrell completely disappearing into the makeup, becoming a different person. That should excite us. We're getting Marvel Halloween characters, a Halloween themed show right on the eve of Halloween. That's kind of cool. That's kind of exciting. We're getting, already from what I've seen from Agatha, is we're getting something in tow to what we got in WandaVision. What's wrong with that? WandaVision, everybody was doing backflips with that show. They loved the speculation. They loved the week-to-week dissection. And all of a sudden, people want to act like they were never excited for it. Agatha, all along, just aren't a thematic style sense, fits very well with WandaVision. I'm not expecting any of the Marvel Cinematic Universe to intertwine and connect. It never really did. That's one of the initial lies that so many people repeat. It worked with a couple crossover movies, and that's it. So I don't know, aka Patters. I just want to go back to some of the real conversations.